Hello everybody and welcome to another video series. This time we're going to be playing Merfolk again. I got a comment that asked if I'd ever used Kosi's Trickster. You put her in the slot instead of Curse Catcher, and she says whenever an opponent shuffles his or her library, you may put a +1/+1 counter on Kosi's Trickster. And you use this card to abuse decks that want to fetch a lot, like mostly 3-colored decks, but there's so much fetches in Modern, she can get pretty big. And to capitalize on her ability, we're also running 4 Ghost Quarters, which says destroy target land. Its controller may search his or her library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle his or her library. And I imagine she actually gets a lot better if in a blue-white Merfolk where you have access to Path, but I do not have those cards on Moto. The rest of the mana base is mostly the same. We keep the 4 Mutavaults and the 12 Islands, but instead of the Cavern of Souls and the Tectonic Edges, you run the Ghost Quarters. I did that instead of cutting the Mutavaults because Mutavault is so good and useful to our strategy as it is a Merfolk, but you don't want to dilute your blue mana sources too much, and to have 4 Ghost Quarters in a deck in addition to 2 Cavern of Souls did not really sound like where I wanted to be. So we'll be testing that out today, the Ghost Quarter, Kosi's Trickster. Most of the other things are still the same, still 4 of Aether Vials, 2 Spell Pierces, 4 Vapor Snacks for removal, 4 Silvergill Adepts. Mostly Merfolk, the core cards don't really change. Those are the Vapor Snag, Silvergill, Spreading Seas, the Lords, so the Lord of Atlantis, Master Pearl Trident, and Mara Regere, all of which give the +1/+1 bonus. I'm main decking 2 Kiras, as they have been performing very well lately, and I'm main decking 4 Master of Waves, but no Phantasmal Images and nothing really else that too fancy. And the sideboard is a little different as well. I'm running the 3 Tidebinder Mages. I really need to get another one of these. They're only like 10 cents, so probably pick one up soon here so I can have a full 4. There's so much green right now. 2 Dismembers to get rid of pesky creatures. 2 Spell Scythes to help with stuff that wants to kill my stuff, or against something like Boggles. 1 Torpor Orb for Soul Sisters and pod, things of that nature, things with ETBs. The only one I have in my deck is Silvergill Adept, and well, actually I have 2. I have Master of Waves. But still a very useful card. I'm 1 of Echoing Truth. I didn't really know what else to put in this slot, as I don't have the 4th Tidebinder, so I just put in another bounce spell. I'm running a lot of counter magic, 3 Swan Songs, and 2 additional Spell Pierces in the sideboard, so against combo we can bring in a pretty decent counter package, and then 1 Grafdigger's Cage for pod and other graveyard-based decks. So I'm going to be playing in the tournament practice room, and I will see you guys in the games.